All right, it's time. The time is upon us. I'll zoom out just a little bit. I like that better. This, yeah, with my messed up chair on the side. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the one. All right, boys and girls and whatever. This on. Mess with this. Yeah. I think it looks all right. I think we're good. I think we're living our best life.
This will Aurora.
I don't have mic on my other ones. I forgot to put mic on. Lol. What's up, guys? Give me 1 second. Check. Good. Check. Good. There we go. All right. Think. I'm gonna shrink these two down just a little bit. There we go. Good morning. Let's look at it now. Boom. 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 Everything looks good. Boom. 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 We're happy. We got some coffee. We got our Birds Aren't Real shirt on. We got our Vapor McVapin sticks. We're ready to go. We got plenty of time, all the time in the world.
MLB be secure the Hylos or probably something else, a different Edward hero. We know
there we go,
that
1080p.
They still tend to show the R lot sometimes.
Yeah. So pretty much what we're doing, guys, is we're going to be catching up on a bunch of MPL because we've barely watched any this season.
Oh, yeah,
so my goal is before playoffs, watch all of second split of season. Pretty much that's my goal right now. Watch all of second split every game. Might skim through a couple games, like, you know, skip slow times, etc. We will try to, like, I think the goal is to watch no matter what, at least every big fight, some of early game, Turtles, Lords, etc. Really good games we might stick and watch from beginning to end. I would really like to take notes. So let's open up some notes. Do I have sheets? Do I have Excel on here? Do I have Excel? I do have Excel. Oh shit, what just happened? Close Excel. Change my mind. Not going to use Excel. We can use Google Sheets. Or do we just take notes? I don't know, man. We're just going to watch.
It's still open, so
I got a good brain.
And the Harry.
Okay, so they're gonna layer the slows of the Zaman Force and the Glorious Pathway. TLPH, I would appreciate a jawhead or maybe even
We're going to open up notes on the phone.
While they
And we're gonna get to grinding.
the Carl TZ jungle. Again,
So this is still.
this will also be a JP pickup.
So this is what, 3 weeks ago?
Unless they wanna secure their mid or gold laner now. Seeing that
Roger's still kind of favored, it feels like.
Benny QT's pick just a little bit earlier so that they don't have to play for the bans around that. However, it's only been 2 times where Benny QT's pick was
I'm excited to see where the big change happened.
What would be the options here? The Moskov is still
Moskov,
available.
Because at some point, Roger gets pretty unfavored. I know he got the nerf on the ult, I think it was.
Yeah, and we have to remember that Lunox is an option for TLPH in the gold lane.
Wait, what's that?
A little style of the Hylos and the Harith together. The
TLPH or Carl TZ. You're a counter instead to this lineup so far for Team Liquid Philippines. So they're saving Demon Kite's hero for later.
Yeah.
All right, guys, quick check back in. Since I have not been watching MPLPH, what do you guys think?
We might say a jawhead ban for Aurora in the second phase.
Has Domang been the carry? I mean, honestly, it feels like Rora has taken everything by storm. They came in pretty strong. I mean, they're still not like top of the food chain, but they are number 3 right now. They are number 3 right now. They're tied with Team Liquid. What do we think their shots are in making it Korean finals? You know, what do you guys think? How do we think they're going to do in playoffs? Are they them? Are they them? Are they him?
Mean that the course of Aurora are going to be rushing for magic damage, but in terms of the physical assassins,
Renny J heard Mirko talking shit and said, "I bet." Was Mirko talking smack? Okay. And then Domang heard me talking smack and the whole team. Mirko was talking smack about Renny J. I was talking smack about Domang, and now they're look. We created monsters. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's all I got to say. Is you're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome?
That might mean the Vexana will be left open in the back line. But knowing Aurora and their tendency, I did not expect that. Knowing Aurora and tendencies, it might be a Julian pick.
How could we forget? And problem see in other to late portions of the game with that. So similar to this
sources of another Bane game, but
Bane pick.
oh yeah, he's happy.
this might actually go really badly for TLPH, considering the nature of their heroes. If they outplay this Bane and they take control of it in the early, that means Team Liquid Philippines just really ran away with it. Maybe a really great game with from Sansan, paired up with Carl TZ, because they need to bridge it into the mid to the late game for Benny QT, which is a tough task right now.
You were considering Lancelot since they were very forward in terms of the idea, but what better way to answer this composition from Team Liquid if not
probably make this camera even smaller.
Who could directly stop
you got Roar and Bren going to M6. F not might crumble when the lights get too bright during the playoffs. I mean, we saw it last season, right? But I don't know, man. If they crumbled that hard, 12-0, bro. 12-0.
Welcome back to the Land of Dawn. It's game 1 in a best of 3. Team Liquid Philippines versus Aurora.
Ain't no way. I mean, if they do, that is just...
Tell me I'm not dreaming.
You're not. You're not dreaming.
This is second Bane today.
Back to back. Well, different series, but...
It won. It won with Blacklist, so now... in a
Leo's a happy camper.
Genius, I'd like to think. Again, this got the blessing of Master the Basics in Dex.
I mean, the Bane, I think the Bane is a great pick against the Nolan. I think the Bane...
is going to be
I think like Nolan, Julian, it's a good answer to any kind of
course, between these two amazing junglers.
I don't want to say non-dashy because both those heroes are dashy, but in terms of like Hayabusa type of dashing, in terms of Ling type of dashing, I think it's a really good answer.
For TLPH.
Especially since TLPH really only have one way in. Count it 2 if Benny Cutie wants to get in there. But so far, Aurora saw the draft open enough to pick up a Bane. Now some action in mid. Renegade going up against JP's Minotaur. If I'm not mistaken, while the draft was going on, showed a stat 100% win rate on the Minotaur.
100% win rate.
How true is that? We
yeah.
can double check.
I was going to say, we'll have to double check that, but I would say at least for the most part for Minotaur, like, regardless, fits really well in the current meta, does quite a bit.
I'm going to pull out the EpiPen in case we need it.
Uh-oh.
Look at this focus here. Sanford.
40.
Don't know where it is right now. There it is.
He's fine. He's fine. And this is not to berate TLPH's draft, because again, this is very Season 14. This draft covers so many bases. You got solid physical damage, you got solid CC, you got solid.
You definitely have everything you need.
And I understand where Renmar was coming from.
First
trying
turtle.
to pick up the alpha, because they do need indeed true damage for Aurora, but the Bane just really takes
Aurora's just like early to turtle, man. They're not wasting any time. Oh, nice deadly catch.
Now he's going to be in trouble. Does
Beautiful play by Aurora.
Edward won't follow up. They'll go for Sanford instead, knowing the flicker was gone. And that's an objective also in the hands of Aurora here. So a lot of value already.
Renny J and UA, bro.
But you can see how troublesome
and Edward, man.
Can be, depending on how they go about the rest of the game.
And then Demon Kite and Domang just quickly fit in, right?
Especially after just dominating that turtle. And off camera, look at this. DK just continuing to farm up. They didn't even have the purple
DK
as they tried to threaten the purple.
Yeah, it's and that's the thing, you know, Demon Kite can continue. You said this in the previous game, even like in the other arm as much as you want, and you try to keep that pace going. And then later on, you know, you're just throwing out tons of damage with the Crab Cannon and the Deadliest Catch. And like we saw in that last fight too, part of it is just, again, the Glorious Pathway is so much to deal with if you're here. And I would say that's what gives the Hylos a little bit of that advantage early game in comparison to having the Minotaur there, where of course, like, Minotaur, he wants
I was supposed to start on week 5, man. I'm tripping. We'll watch this game, and then we're going to jump to week 5 because that's the last 4 weeks. I want to watch second split.
It's two-piece.
Oh, look at it. As you say it.
Aggression and, oh, wait, what is this? Oh.
Sanford pops the front wrap again. Back. Gonna go 2 versus 1. Sanford looks like he's going to be fine, but
I don't know.
You could feel the pressure as you were talking about.
TLPH might just be, I don't know, man. It's crazy how they're not. I mean, don't count them out just yet, you know.
15% damage reduction. That should keep him top. Now,
they're tied for 3rd right now. Let's be real.
Should be. Yeah, he's utilizing that BMI, but yeah, as you were saying.
7 points, 7 points. Omega's also 7 points. Damn, 3-way tie. That's crazy.
And look at this. It looks like we're still looking to contest. This is still a 50-50. Now the implosion.
Don't count out my boys just yet, man. Don't count out my boys just yet.
Sanford's finally going to jump back in. Glorious Pathway dropped down to fight to cut them off.
40 goes down. UA takes JP.
As well. 2 down for TLPH. Rora now working on the turtle. Carl Teasy wants to do something about it. Gets a couple shots in there. There's Benny Cutie on the backside as well. Fires off, and it's Demon Kite that gets
Sanji takes Renny J.
When they get punished, but Renny J will finally go down to put TLPH on the board.
Bold
0-3.
By the storm.
No, something's off there. API.
At 4 minutes, 4.5, you usually wouldn't want to go that deep on a blazing duel.
API was a little slow there.
Core item, if I'm not mistaken. But what this rain over that holy shield down bottom on gold lane, and he's gonna.
That's
Domang's just hanging. Oh.
Carl Teasy's got the burst. Not enough to pick up a kill. Domang too. But he already got a ton of gold off of it.
The next standard says, next, what else you got up for me?
TREX, are you in Diddy list? No, bro.
But this does put Aurora 2,000 gold ahead. Not even
I'm a family man.
There's one more turtle.
Not your kids, family man. And it seems like them day one ain't acting like day one. I ain't changed, I just came up. And trust me when I say I ain't put the streets down to them things up. I bring the phantom through the hood, I ain't stunting on y'all. Just trying to let you know it's bigger than the corner, my dog. I ain't playing basketball, but I'm balling for soul. Now back to the money, catch you when I come off toe. No more lying friends, I don't need them. Don't as you pretend. It won't go when I go.
Free wave that
I was born by myself with my hand.
Demon Kite get to, and that's definitely a push, top and bottom.
This is Edward just kind of spotting out here. Look how deep Roar is in the jungle. Sanji gonna be in trouble here.
Oh, nice knockup. That's safe.
Purify as well. Holds on, but it just looks like Rora wants the next tier 1.
They don't even have to go for that. They don't have to force anything. Turtle spawning lower corner.
They were just too young to remember.
And, oh, Implosion!
Renegade again going to be able to find a couple marks here. Minoan's Fury comes
Carl
down.
Tizzy, nice
UA
play.
gets punished.
Finds UA.
Benny Cutie will jump in again. Edward falls next, 2 down. But Carl Tizzy will get taken out. And now Sanford trying to fight him off. But it's Demon Kite that gets the 3rd turtle of the game. Domek, does he want more? Jumps in forward, takes a couple shots. Sanji gets the call. They want to fight it out. But they're disengaged with the deadliest catch.
Amazing work so far from Aurora, taking what they can, even from these small windows of opportunity. Looking at the item builds, again, Demon Kite, 5 on these two. Hunter Strike and
TLPH finds a way back in for a bit. Still no turtle though, about 1.7 behind.
Here we go. Passive game
Along to the table, and this against a team like TLPH is off to
Oh,
some great
bro.
showing here
Is that
already.
mage build, Bane, bro?
They still hold on to a healthy
Those
lead,
deadliest
but
catches
you saw it,
hurt.
man, and I think this is always the thing about TLPH. They know the calculations on being able to fight back if they have to.
Yeah, the secret to that is they know the limits of each of their heroes, the limits of what the map can do for you, which bushes allow for which maneuvers, and at what point in the game they're capable of doing that. Now, in the mid-game, I'd say TLPH still definitely need to get Benny Cutie up and ready. And
Yeah, this is the
luckily,
last
Sanji
weekend
doesn't put it
for
up very well. Sanji's
MPLPH.
using
This is the
his
last
guard
weekend.
Defensively, offensively, the CC you get from his skill too. And
And it looks
I
like
think
there's
Aurora
still a lot of
now more
there's
than
still
ever can
possibilities
slow
on placement and
Yeah,
bracket, right?
So they went out swinging in the early portion of the game.
Like
They
if
got they got all the objectives they wanted to, and now they're like, all right, let's go
if
ahead and settle
TLPH
in. I feel
beats
like with the lead
TNC
that
and
we
FCAP,
have, and make sure that we don't throw it into this
for them
first
not
because
to take
always,
third,
teams like TLPH, that is where they
so
shine. They might
Aurora
actually
needs to
give
beat
up
both
those
their
turtles if
opponents,
they have
RSG and
to,
Black.
but then once this Lord
TLPH
comes up,
needs to
maybe
beat,
even the second Lord, they're
like
ready to
everybody
fight.
pretty much
You can
makes it. All of
already see
these
it
guys
happen
make
here.
it, but it's going to decide on like who gets third, who gets fourth, stuff like that. Oh, Renegade low, Renegade low.
Trying to get some sight here. Renegade's the one to fall, and now
JP down next though. Domingue finds him. Oh, Edward. There you go, Sanford. Well played.
Edward falls. And now Sanford just in time.
TLPH plays that really well.
He doesn't fall in the fight for the Lord.
Oh, Benny, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Benny? Get the...
We'll get the Lord.
Good zoning. Good zoning. Good zoning.
The zoning from TLPH throwing bodies, skills, and everything at Aurora to steal away that Lord.
What's the cooldown on Zamon's Force?
Whenever the first Lord spawns, whenever TLPH are down but not out, there's always a chance. And suddenly, in a turn of events, which by the way, was almost perfect. Implosion, Glorious Pathway.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone with MLBB on it.
Down. TLPH exactly knew that Aurora would throw those skills away and spread out to be able to zone out Demon Kite, to be able to deny doming the free Zaman Force dance of just...
Yep. Just like that.
Next thing you know, Zaman Force is timed out, and TLPH took the Lord.
Just like choreography every single time we see it happen. And with that shift...
Bro, stop, because he remembered he might get clipped by the... Stop to what?
Around the purple buff. But Edward dropping down the Glorious Pathway is going to force them out from it.
Stroke of genius, Team Liquid PH. The cavalry knows that they don't know where the hitman is.
Yeah.
So he could be in any bush. Almost perfect because Renegade pulled the trigger on the conceal. If he saw 2 or 3 members of TLPH, it would have been over. That would have been a go signal for Aurora to come in, throw everything at TLPH. But I think TLPH are still waiting for a flicker on 40 and... yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Benny's Purify.
Yeah.
So, like...
So that could have been it. Wow, TLPH just... This is what
If
you get.
if Fnatic
Quality,
Onic
discipline,
plays to their
map
peak,
awareness.
Omega probably not going to beat them, right?
Carl Tizzy also
They still have a pretty
waiting
hard
patiently.
game ahead of them.
He knows he's going to get pressure on the purple buff, and that's exactly what Aurora does. Couple of shots here. Edward, half health. Renegade, though, front of it all.
Can
There's the
RSG
flicker
steal
from
in?
JP. They
No.
want to fight. Eternal Guard drop down, too. Glorious Pathway to cut in.
RSG's
as JP
out, huh?
falls, and
Pretty
they
much.
break it out. Finally, Renegade's going to go down, and Sanford jumps in. He pops off the Primal Wrath before he gets taken out, and there's a drop on Edward. The 2 for 3. Carl
TLPH,
Tizzy, though,
bro.
wasn't able to pick up the kill.
Make it a 3 for 3. DK gets one over.
I mean, they would have to what? RSG would have to
throw in the deadly catch at the tier 1.
beat Omega, then beat Rora, and they would need to like 2-0 on both.
Once more, the instant replay brought to us by Infinix. So they start off with a trampoline play, right? Chain CC.
That would
into
still
the
only put them at
AOE,
5
And then, of
points.
course, they take down Renegade, and then...
No,
Dante,
yeah, they're
which,
out, man.
honestly, I thought was going to be the end of it for Aurora.
RSG's out.
Look, I think the fact that CloudTZ wanted more than what
That's
they
why I
got
don't really like
led to Aurora
the whole
punishing
no
back.
negative, like...
Yeah, I almost think, like, you know, Call TZ probably thought maybe he would.
I don't
secure
know
that
about the
kill,
whole one. I don't
but then
really
ends up getting
know how I
punished,
like this
and
format.
So evens it out 3-3.
Something tells me Demon Kite's building more than just damage items.
Little defense.
We need to see it.
RSG has no
But
way in. They only have 2
usually,
more
yeah,
games. They can
but
only get 2 more
no one
points.
at this point would be able to burst down.
Max they get to is 5.
Pain, yeah, that's
Blacklist,
sure
on the
not
other
my
hand.
sworn that Demon Kite was gonna die, but now
Blacklist is also out.
Gets caught with the EG.
Look at the damage. JP's in trouble.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at scoreboard. So, like, Blacklist is also out, right? They have 4 points. Every team above them has 7 points. And Blacklist only has 1 more game? Yeah, Blacklist is out, man. No. 3-9 doesn't matter. It's a point system, man. It's a point system, isn't it? They only have 3 points. 6 teams can enter. Oh, yeah. You're right. 6 teams can enter. My bad. I was looking at this wrong. RSG does still have a chance. For some reason, let me just show. I'll show you real quick. It looks so weird. The way that Liquipedia has it looks real weird. See how like these are all green, and then like this is my bad. You guys are right. So no, RSG and Blacklist are still fighting for number 6 spot. So, but Blacklist only has 1 more game to. So really, RSG has steal potential, man. RSG has to beat Omega and beat Aurora, or just beat one of them, and then that would put them at 4-9. No, if they beat one of them, they need to like 2-0 to put them at 11-1, and then Blacklist then maybe get another game. They tied, and they just need to beat them in game difference, right? It's tough for RSG. But Blacklist does go against Aurora, so it's not going to be like easy peasy. I'm more wondering how this 3rd, 4th, and 5th is going to work out. What does playoffs look like? What does the bracket look like? 3rd regular season 6, 4th regular season 5th. Fnatic Onyx already has the number 1 spot. The rest is still kind of up in the air. All right, back to game. Sorry, guys.
Gets knocked up himself as Demon Kite picks up the kill, gets the double, triple, and the Lord. Demon Kite takes everything.
3K for DK plus the Lord.
Demon Kite's a monster,
and now they're
bro.
making a beeline for bottom.
Oh, as the base turret goes down.
I said this from the Kazakhstan games. Demon Kite, bro.
They got no minions just yet. They'll clear it out, though. But they got a whole lot in that exchange. Great timing from UA as well.
Do we think Demon Kite's playing better with these players around him than when he was on RSG? Like, I think it almost feels like he is blossoming more as a player.
All right. So already very spicy from
Here.
Aurora, making their siege down mid, bottom.
Than he did with RSG.
Lord here making its way. It's going to charge in. First base turret, bottom side of TLPH is down. UA takes the Minoan's Fury again. So Aurora, they have a decision. They can actually force a fight on the base.
It's crazy
turret
too, because like
if they do that with this next wave,
a couple
push it down
seasons
the
ago in
mid.
RSG, wasn't Demon Kite getting like a lot of fucking shit?
As he will fall.
Or am I wrong about that? Was that a different RSG player?
Trouble as he's the one to fall, and Carl Teasy will be able to fight off Renegade, but they lose the mid turret as well. Aurora only down Demon Kite.
Aurora aware of the fact that they cannot win this siege. They cannot end the game here without Demon Kite. Amazing work by the apex predator, Sanford. He turned that Edith into an assassin.
Yeah.
You see that, Joseph?
I saw it.
A full-on flicker onward, earth shatter. Look, so many heroes taking a nap because of how Sanford initiated.
That's what you got to do, man. Look at the community prediction here, too. Almost 55% for Aurora here.
All right, so there's a slight numbers advantage for the Auroras. Cavalry.
So it used to be,
watching
what,
right
H2O? H2O was their
Make it
jungler?
Let us know.
Or what?
For PLPH, because even I believe now, even with Aurora's success so far.
Who was jungler before?
You can never
Was it
count
always
PLPH.
Demon Kite, or was it
That's the thing,
H2O,
man.
and then
See
Demon Kite
Sanford,
joined,
play an
and then you had a
Edith
rat a
like
little
this.
bit?
That's what you got to do. You can't hesitate. Sometimes you got to make those decisive decisions, even when you're staring down
looking
a
at-
Lord and a push into the mid.
Like a photographer on a rainy day, sometimes you gotta make those shots count.
Yeah.
You look for him, you force him, you be patient with it. But here, he shut down DK. I could have sworn DK was gonna walk away with a spotless record. So far, he cannot make it happen. Last built item, that winner crown. Edward built his dominance ice. All the more now, I think.
Yep.
Team Liquid PH have to think of their entries. Maybe even start looking for UA more. Because UA doesn't even have a Purify.
He doesn't, but he's also got the winner crown himself, and I would say that's the advantage. Renegade now gets an immortality. So defensively,
Winner crown, fool.
Aurora has like this minor advantage where they've got 2 winner crowns of immortality. So they're able to go ahead and play around those small windows a little bit more than TLPH can.
And one of the main advantages that TLPH can force out is, one, it's been relatively quiet for Benny, so he is fully built. And then 2, is they have chain CCs for days. Like, they could stun Aurora, estimate maybe 6 months.
Yeah, and with that,
Heroes in the air.
heroes in the air, take him to the fun house, throw him up in the air if you will. They hold on to Lord. It's going to go ahead and get reset a little bit here. But Demon Kite will keep that there, keep it pulled out, as they don't want to commit just yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice conceal play.
Going to be used. Renegade trying to spot out. Will be the
UA
fight.
backs him up.
Easy.
Demon Kite able to get it.
Kite
Great.
gets the
Great
signal
zoning.
needed. They get the Lord, and now for the fight. Sanford's already taken out. JP throws everybody into the air, but it's just too much damage over.
Winner
the
crown,
Lord.
fool! Winner crown! Bro,
He
UA.
can't do it himself as they get wiped
Bro.
out.
That play from UA. Hold on a second, guys. Look at this. Look at this, bro. All right, UA's here. Popping down the Minoan's Fury. He comes to right here. Carl Teasy tries to kill him. He pops the winner crown.
JP throws everybody into the
Look, UA dashes in. Carl Teasy tries to kill. Gets winner crown.
air, but it's just too
Comes out.
much damage over.
Boom!
LPH. Benny Cutie can't do
He
it
still goes
himself
down, but still.
as they get wiped out by Aurora.
And it's just a matter of time. The inevitable has come. Aurora MOBB take game.
Lolita game for JP. I'm gonna have to double check.
Roger up front. Zasf and Hylos. How the frick did TLPH lose this game?
So the draw had.
This one, Roger's still pretty meta, though. And UA on the Valentina, bro.
Did you hear that, Melissa?
Don't mess with UA on the Valentina, bro. Oh!
Yeah, it's a joy
Oh,
from
God.
Gold Roger. My Rome Angela against a high loss Zask.
Oh wait.
Then it is a Moskov.
Okay, the Joy Chella combo does seem terrifying, but Team Liquid, I feel like they have enough ways to escape and get away from all those rhythms of joy and whatnot.
Rhythms of joy.
So,
This is
Okay.
tough for. This might be really tough for Aurora. Not saying I'm not. Joy historically does not fare well anymore in MPL Philippines since she started to dip out. But seems
Yeah,
like
well, she's going to fare well
let's see
here.
how this goes.
2-0, bro.
Have been
She's been making waves so far in the current meta in this season, and you know whether or not that's with the infamous Hanabi pick, she still provides so much to the lineups here, and I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Aurora starting out strong, currently at match point. Want to take Team Liquid down, but with the way things went Again, as mentioned by Brigida and Renmar, this is JP's first outing with the Lolita in Season 14. So let's see if Team Liquid can take us to the distance. Look at that gold lane matchup. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we're seeing an Angela?
It's he's gonna get forced out. Good damage, but the Angela. There's a lot of like, I don't know about first exactly, but the Angela is there. Hold on, you wait. He's gonna get forced out. Good damage too from Demon Kite, and that's what I want to talk about as well. The fact that we have a temporal rain emblem here for Demon Kite, and also the Warcry emblem this time for Edward. They want to fight.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Down here has to flicker out.
That's a technical foul.
Wow. Okay. Still, Demon Kite being a nuisance, trying to get that level 4. So once he pops that ultimate, he's able to do a little bit more. A little more dash.
Bad for Benny. Bad for Benny.
Leave those beats in and then dash.
Demon Kite leaves it.
Almost Lancelot-like.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Oh,
what
TZ hangs out.
Temporal Rain is looking to do. But that
When will
aside,
NACT playoffs be? Not this weekend, but like next weekend, or maybe there's a weekend break.
Like,
I don't know.
The main thing that stood out to me there was Warcry Edith.
This weekend is last week of
Swiss.
Yeah.
Not to mention the CC
NACT version of Swiss. It's not really Swiss, but hey.
It's so easy to proc the Warcry.
Who am I? I don't know.
She does even more damage.
Not even. You just flicker in. Onward, Earth Shatter, basic attack.
I think NACT just needs to stop trying to be so different in terms of
It
format.
makes that pew 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 even harder.
Hit harder.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The flicker in.
Stanford in trouble.
There's the flicker in, and now Sanford in trouble. As he goes down, and here's the clap back from TLPH. Going to be able to focus down, and they take out Edward. So the 1-for-1, Sanford for Edward.
All right, now the Turtle up next on the docket. The Hitman still not at level 4, while JP is
He's about there.
Yeah, same. I mean, Renegade hit it first, so now Aurora have map-wide presence. As long as Renegade can hit the, not the WoW, but hit the hard guard fast enough, then he can suddenly help out wherever he's needed, which should help here.
TREX, how long do you think it'll take for NACT? NAC would die down to either get merged with Latin America or demoted to your champs to only get a wildcard slot. I mean, I guess that depends, right?
Hit that ultimate, that Spirit Destruction, and there it is. First objective already being secured very quickly, of course, for TLPH.
I have no clue. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but who knows?
That's right.
I mean, it's not like Moonton's blowing tons of money on a MPL here, you know?
By the way, isn't hurting him as much. The Moskov isn't hurting him very much. Oh, no! Whoa,
not like they're losing that much with what they're putting on here.
Dominator's a set, now JP's in trouble.
JP's in trouble. Hard guard going to be used as well. They don't press it any further under the turret. Still, though, in the mid lane.
There's plenty of
a lot of good exchanges.
Plenty of regions, I think, that
all right.
had longer sprees of not doing great and have like full MPLs that are probably losing a lot more money. A lot of teams are losing a lot more money. But hey, I don't know.
Bad for Demon Kite, who, by the way, is still proving us wrong so far. The Joy not dying, the Joy not having any trouble against the Nolan, who's, by the way, I think tier S right now in the jungle, against a Joy who's so rogue. Like, when was the last time we saw Joy?
I feel like I saw it pop up once last week, and it didn't. I don't know the exact stats.
Airy,
but I don't think
good
it
example.
Works out.
And she's holding her own.
Yeah.
Demon Kite first built up a.
He got the Blood Wings.
Blood Wings, yeah.
Yep.
So he should be able to dive in before Renegade able to. Wait, what?
There's.
Here we were trying to break down the game.
And SG has two deaths. Like,
go for a recall battle.
I have to imagine that they're
in the lane. Nothing much is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's Hylos and
they're losing more money
not until the team
than we are.
Yeah, I mean,
but who knows? They do have sponsors at least, right?
And they're just gonna go ahead and freeze.
But I mean, sponsors definitely aren't covering all of.
They're primed and ready to go ahead and contribute to that fight.
But also, I don't know. But SG because SG doesn't have a.
Yeah, now they're looking to sandwich.
Oh, nice, well played.
Carl TZ in trouble. There's the damage we were talking about from Demon Kite as he gets the turtle as well. And now JP gonna get run down, stuck in a bad place as he's whittled down as Renegade gets the kill. UA's able to flicker out, avoiding Sanford. And looking for more Sanji.
SG has open, right? They're open. They're not like fully franchised. They're not like a franchise league.
Top to mid to the turtle take, and now the purple steal. Aurora are
Or they're like
leveraging one of the strengths
semi-franchised.
that a Joy and only a Joy has. Hit-wise, like she's able to deal so much reliable DPS, magic DPS at that, and go from target to target and not really stop like an Energizer Bunny. Oh wait, 1v1. All right.
Okay. Doming's had Renegade for the majority of this game so far. Going to be able to go ahead and stay in that lane, and also you're taking a look at the items here. Fallen place Corrosion Scythe there now finally here for Benecutie as he continues to farm up.
Yep.
Here in the bottom side once again.
Doming!
Gonna get stunned. Has the heal though from the waves.
Wow.
And he knows that
SG is just an open tournament.
Clutch.
I don't know the exacts. I'm pretty sure PH and ID are fully franchised. And the thing about having a franchise league is the teams are paying money, right? Which helps keep the league alive.
Because, yeah, you're right, Joseph, as long as it's just Doming and Renegade, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they're fine here. Look at this. Demon Kite gets
guys,
gonna run down Carl.
I've said it from the beginning.
Show him his haircut, and he takes out the kill.
An MPL and NA isn't feasible.
Risen with the new do.
No league, no esports league,
Okay,
No follow through.
not a single esports league in the world.
Yeah, he had to flicker away around.
Show me an esports league that is thriving in NA.
JP.
There's a toss-up.
That's complete. That's a league format, not a tournament. A league format where everything is offline for 8 weeks at a time.
Now could be in trouble. Gets cut off. Void the glorious pathway.
Is Dota thriving in NA? I know
Down
League of
here
Legends
instead.
isn't.
The focus here on the purple buff.
Their
Now
league
Dome
isn't.
Jumps in with a Lycan pounce. Won't be able to pick anything up. But the turtles for the taking. And
That is
Demon Kite
completely
is starting
offline.
it up.
There's not. It's too. America's too big, guys. It's just not,
Oh, no.
until
You got
esports
You got
is like
two
making
with
tons of
dominated
money.
defense,
America's
not
just.
much
It's not
CC there,
feasible.
but the threat of damage was able, was enough to stop
Valorant, but it's not offline. And Valorant, like, Valorant is one of the is a huge esports right now. League of Legends isn't thriving in NA. Not the league. No, they just downsized. They're combining with Latam.
That's at this point too for Aurora. It's a very minor lead from them, but it just.
I mean, you just have to.
Looking at the team fighting
Like, how do you
potential,
fill
I
seats?
think the switch flips here. The later
In
the
a
game goes, TLPH can flip the
country
switch in their favor, and I think even
where
the last
everyone
game
would
we
have to
saw
fly to
glimpses
go
of it.
watch. You know what I'm
It's just
saying?
Aurora didn't allow it to get out of hand.
It's just
And so
not.
As long as Aurora can play around this kind of like early game, mid game transition that they have, then it's good for them. But if TLPH gets those sets, how many close sets have we seen so far?
Yep.
Even with a Lolita, for example.
And
I
more
mean,
than just
yes,
the sets, I think
league is
range,
big here.
Team Liquid PH have to play
Like, there's
around
viewers and there's
Bosov
players.
and Sanji
but
to
the
be able to deal with
esports scene
DPS.
is not
They have to watch out
thriving.
for that as
It's
we
not
watch
thriving
out
at all.
For week 5 tickets. They're
There it
running out
is.
fast. Get yours now. Just head on to the ph-mpl.com for ticketing details. We hope to see you here at week 5. Back to the action here.
Overwatch tried to do
Does make it to an enhanced
the
lore,
more
but Aurora has
American-style
one
league
That's maybe where
format
Team Liquid PH
to
can
whereas
start to
teams would travel.
Back up.
Like how
Especially once
football
Benecutie
is
gets those
here,
more
how
knockdowns.
basketball is here.
Kite
Teams
now,
would travel to
trying
play other
pump
teams.
out some damage on Sanford,
And
but
they got a
can't
lot
get
of big
enough.
sponsorships, and it
Carl
lasted
as
for a
well
bit,
has
but
to
even
play a
that
little
died
defensive
down.
Here under the turret, while the rest of the team gets the vision, and really there's not much more that I feel like Aurora can do until this Lord is up. They can't really push any other
The
turret.
best we
Maybe
can
even
hope for
tier
is, you
one
know,
in
like
mid lane if they're
offline
able to
grand
get an advantage, but
finals,
right now it's just kind
offline
of a
playoffs,
stalemate
things
where
like that, you know.
They get as much as they can here, especially defensively before the first Lord fight.
I'd reckon leverage the whole cross-map play. Just while you can and while it's free, while Benecutie isn't as confident in throwing out the SOD. Oh, wait, Edward? Oh, he's fine. While Benecutie isn't so confident with the SOD and clicking it, actually teleport,
Yeah.
keep pushing the split lanes, man. Maybe mid if it's free, but yeah, look, this is the right call. Leave a fat wave down bottom and then threaten the major objectives. Tier 1 in mid and the Lord.
Oh, Edward.
Benny,
gonna
what's
jump
up?
in with the flicker, and now they're going to have to force the fight. Edward deleted Doom Blast gonna be dropped down too, but Demon Kite pops the beats. He'll be able to find JP. Lord still being ignored for now. They want more fights, more blood. As Sanford's still healthy enough. And they back it off, only losing Edward, the 1-for-1 trade.
Only Valorant is thriving in NA.
The real one and the stolen one. Used up already. Doming looking for Carl. Carl knows he does have the backup from Sanford. And what this does open up for is another ramp up to a cross-map play. Oh, looking for the steal. Doesn't get it. Bottom still has that fat wave. And DK cleaning up that top.
So you know when we see that last fight here, I think, again, Rora still has like this little advantage. And I almost want to say it's almost borrowed time because like you mentioned, even with Benny Cutie, once he gets these items locked in, taking a look at it, he's got the Trinity pretty much already locked in. So he's going to go for some defense, of course, because we saw it. Once Demon Kite gets that hard card and they just kind of...
You know what I think, like, psychologically, what I think a big difference, too, here
they just have to withstand
is, like,
that. And if they do, then a lot of that damage
esports,
does fall off Aurora's lineup.
Yeah,
I don't know if esports is like it's a dream here in NA, but it's not like
on schedule, about 12, 13 minutes,
being a pro football player, right? Being a pro basketball player, being a pro baseball player. Like, you don't have, like, families
They're going to go ahead and start this
that are like,
Carl Teasy clearing out
all
that
right,
mid
you're going to go
lane.
outside and hit 1,000 balls today, you know? All right, we're going to, like, you don't have, like, that type of drive for esports in North America. Like,
waiting for that flicker to come up.
it's just not as, like, I think it's just overall esports in general isn't as, like,
possibilities for cross map plays.
social, maybe it's like, it hasn't, it's not as, like, maybe socially acceptable. Whereas, like, I think in a lot of Southeast Asia, it's like, oh, this, you can feed your family off of this. Like, it's worth putting 10 hours a day into.
You're not sure just yet if they're going to force it. It is going to go for a reset for now.
As long as the Glorious Pathway don't drop, or somebody commits a Numenon Blast, or Edward flickers combos, no true fight happens.
Yeah, nothing missed.
Here it is.
They're going to pull it now. Glorious Pathway drop down.
Don't get me wrong, I do believe one day.
Runs down Sanford, trying to get Edward. Spear Destruction going to be able to land on Edward. The shots come out.
Well played, well played.
JP jumps in.
I do believe one day that esports will hit that point in America where there will be, like, dads who are, like,
a lot of battle spells
crazy and making their kids play 100 games of Mobile Legends a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe at some point it'll get to that, right? Like, and you'll hear stories of, oh, shit!
Well, you don't have Carl Teasy anymore.
Yeah! That's not worth it. I would rather spend 6, 7 battle spells to save my core, my jungler. What was that?
Oh, man, I don't know. And Domeng definitely also feeling good about what just happened.
That was Domeng and DK.
Domeng and DK trying to get this middle lane turret down, too. They're going to get the tier 1. Do they still force a fight here? Sanford is going to spot out Demon Kite. Lord was already dealt with. So now Aurora with a 5,000 gold lead.
Exactly. And that's the reality of it. Esports is still in, like, its first generation, essentially. Esports is still in its first generation.
About 10, 15 seconds ago.
Been around for what?
Actually neck and neck with Demon Kite on network.
12 years, 13 years.
Pretty well for a team that was on the back foot. But now for sure, Aurora.
In Asia, playing game is like wasting time.
Even Sanford and JP have to consider where they lay down.
Less of a waste of time in America.
Because that's what, 3 stacks.
Yeah.
On Domeng's Sky.
And we're not just saying, like, playing games. We're talking about, like, being a professional esports player.
By a millisecond, he gets popped by Domeng.
That's the problem. Again, you know, when you're looking at this,
If
Domeng has had a relatively, like, a quiet game until now. He's just kind of, like, flipped the switch, and he's where he needs to be.
I mean, of course, parents say that. I mean, it's the same thing in America. I think globally, being a professional, anything, any kind of sport, even sports, a lot of people will be like, yeah, it's a waste of time. Only 1 in a million make it. It's like trying to be a rapper or a musician. No, only 1 in a million make it, you know?
Aurora aren't playing fair. This lineup that they drafted with the Angela and the Edith and even US stolen Dominator's Descent, more often than not, allow for Aurora to kind of dodge what usually really threatens these AoE-based lineups. Because again, Liquid PH, they want full-on 5v5. If I can sandwich and skewer 2 or 3 of you via my basic attacks on Benny, all the more. But because of how Aurora are able to cut right through that, aggressively flicker into a better position to try and ding, 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 ding. That just ruins anything and everything Liquid has been doing or trying to do.
Yeah, not only that, but I think one of the weak points, I would say, of the Lolita is once you commit to that stun, that click on-demand stun, you could get thrown out of positioning. So then you're relying on Flicker and the Nuno on Blast here. Lord, given a go signal, half health already.
Sidestep Numi on Blast!
The waves there.
Oh,
They know this.
watch out for the SOD.
He's gonna go ahead and walk down to the fight as well. JP on the front of it all. Yue holding on to the Dominator's Descent as well.
That's a slow take.
4th health. Quarter of the health. Glorious Pathway gonna be dropped.
Oh.
Now they fight out for it.
Demon Kite steals.
Gets the Lord.
That's
And
disgusting.
Domingue
JP down.
JP. Carl TZ can't run away as well as Domingue picks
Wait, does
up
this
a
game
double.
go
Looking for
all
Sanford,
three?
and Sanford
The series
falls.
goes all
Benny
three?
Cutie doesn't have enough health.
No, no,
to
no, no. Roar's the one
survive.
doing this.
And now Sanji, the only one
GG's.
left alive, will get run down by UA Renegade.
Oh, why'd they have to do him like that, bro?
To dance all over his
Why'd they have to do a
body.
little bro
And
like
it's a
that?
Wipeout. And Rora gets ready to march into the base with a massive lead. They don't need to wait for the Lord as they go ahead and sweep the Cavalry 2-0.
Back to back, Aurora MLBB upset the whole league, upset the world, taking down one of 2 titans of MLBB in Team Liquid Philippines. A 2-0 against Team Liquid PH.
All right, we got to go to week 5. I started on the wrong week, guys.
Not a single 3-game series, Joseph.
This is the one that I expect from a 3-game series.
At least.
At least this one. I will say it's
But wait, you can with the Smart eSIM, backed up by nationwide coverage. Get your smart
The ones is banned out.
Bro, it's so strange. It's so strange seeing all these faces on, all these names and faces on. Oh, I thought. Never mind. Ryota. Okay. For a second, I was like, either way, it's still strange seeing all these faces on Blacklist, bro. Perks, Lord M, MP the King. What multiverse did I walk into, guys?
Earlier by Blacklist International. I'm trying to see if what the tendency is for this might actually end up becoming a roam.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
swappable.
Even when all is
It can be a Roam Arlot, it can be a Roam Edith. Either way can work.
Yeah,
There's a Vex though.
I'm trying to imagine the matchup.
You think TLPH are better in playoffs? I don't know, bro. I gotta watch more. I haven't watched anything. I'm a lazy piece of son of a
Yeah,
gun,
that's what
guys.
I'm thinking about. There is this probably going to be a
I'm a lazy son of a gun.
game zone, right? Like
Yeah.
That's why we're catching up. Our goal is to watch weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8. Second split of season. I accidentally watched a series from week 4. Didn't mean to. My goal is to watch 5, 6, 7, and 8.
And you don't see the mid.
And kind of catch back up.
You could blow up pretty easy if you're like the Arlot roaming.
Yeah. So I feel like the
Please say he'll be a guest in MPLPH? No. I'm just studying because I'm a caster, bro. And I haven't watched anything. And anytime you guys ask me a question, I have 0 answers.
There's
Yeah, nice call, man. Nice call.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right. So a lot of not as set heavy as I thought they would be for Blacklist International.
Yeah.
For Omega, yes. I like it because they relied a lot on Ryota in the previous games as well to get those sets in.
And playoffs are coming up. We're definitely going to watch playoffs, you know, so it's just...
So who do you think came out on top here?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, okay.
What is this?
So the early to mid game potential for might be a little bit better for Omega, but the numbers still look quite the same. One thing I'm going to be looking at here is the Edith factor for Omega, because the Edith, we're going to be going into the roam. Doesn't seem like they have the right damage profile enough to take it down before it starts becoming annoying, the Primal Wrath.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be happening here as we go over to the game. Throw it over to Leo and Ingan to give us this match.
We are just but watchers, same as everyone all around the world. Welcome to Game 1 in this best of 3 between Blacklist International and Smart Omega. Leo and Jose Ingan here at your service, bringing you this matchup, which I already am going to call it, man. There's a Bane. It's a good match. It's a good game.
Actually, the last time that they met, it was a deny pick for Andoryu. They got the Bane. I believe it was Omega. Yeah, it was. It was an 18-minute game. Game number 2 was 11 minutes. So it's a staple for Omega versus Black. Always a Bane.
Like it was just yesterday. And putting the Mathilda in here, let me just say it now, helps with one of Bane's main weaknesses.
Mobility.
Homies is just a straight-up immobile jungler. So with the Mathilda in the hands of Perks, who, by the way, if you look back at Perks' career, he's so good at setters. Right? But you put a hero like Mathilda was a
Why is Guitar being picked all of a sudden, by the way? I don't know. We're going to figure out. It's one of the reasons why we're watching now.
Even what?
Talking about mobility.
That's great. So that's what the mid trio looks like.
All right.
Smart Omega, they're more of the safe trio. Looking at gold, though. Let's talk about the Filipino sniper, Oheb, and of course, Jome. Is it just me, or did these heroes switch? Like, wouldn't you expect the other to play the other hero?
Hey, Sir TREX from Missouri. What's up, Sir Rose?
This is the first time for a very long time I've seen Harith been selected. Although the contestant rate is high, it's always banned out. It's not used, but this time it is. And you know,
Bruh. Are you real, Sir Rose? You were in here last time and I asked you like 3 times. You didn't respond. You're real, Sir Rose. How's the team going? And, all right. I'm going to ask G.
you know, we have a lot of memorable plays, but
how's practice going, bro?
Goes in up against Lord JM, but here again is the Perks factor. Lord JM doesn't care. We note that his last same with the Bane, lacks mobility, but with the guiding wind, they can just go anywhere.
That's right. And as long as he has the full combo, you know, penalty zone, flicker, and I did not say that wrong, folks. You do click penalty zone first, and then you cancel with the flicker. You're making business there. That's a cooking. Oh,
okay, Frigid Glacier for
Doru.
Omega as they tried to get the turtle. They secured it.
Big miss in the wall on the final slash.
There was no trade for Blacklist that time.
Yep, it's a flicker for a flicker and a retry for another. And so far, because of how I'd say slightly tighter, Smart
Turtle to Omega
movements are in the early game, that allow for the International. Again, I'm gonna talk about how great their synergies are, but on a hero per hero basis, Ingan, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Just bring us Asia. There's no really practice in the night fair.
When everything goes well, especially
I feel like though
snowball, bring this lead up to 1,000. Oh no, here we go!
Oh, but they pick off Haji there as he escapes with the guiding wind.
it's a great time to practice, like while you're here.
But looking at the Blacklist,
I mean, of course, like
for their
getting certain maybe mechanical things down and just going against really tough opponents is hard to find here. But what you can practice is like, you know, rotation strategies, like little things. I don't know, some of the minute things when it comes to map.
Right now needs to make sure that the Frigid Glacier will always connect. Even Lord JM and MP the King, they don't have to start the clashes.
Nope.
It's the counter-attack strat for Blacklist.
That's right. And count me up into this 76% for Smart Omega, because leading up to day 1 of week 5, I also called it. I said Omega's going to win this. But look at that. Off camera, Haji put down to about 1/10 of his health, courtesy of Andoryu.
Hero pool.
This is unfamiliar territory for me, Ingan. It's been a while since we've seen a 4-minute, 5-minute game with no first bloods.
Yeah, especially for Omega. Omega's been playing very well. I remember when they compared Omega and TLPH stats, Omega had the faster game and the fastest, longer game compared to TLPH. But technically, they're not the comeback kings because they've been dominating the early game.
Yeah, fair.
Working towards a better start.
They will just stand in the bush.
I'm not talking about in-game, but even their season 14 has been on fire, holding a streak up until the 2nd week. Now, second turtle's already spawned up, about 500 gold between Omega and Blacklist. Andoryu just working on his small camps. Might even go for the orange first, as it's Blacklist circling the pit.
This is such a passive game, but again, it favors Blacklist lineup. They have Oheb with the Moskov, so if ever this game extends to the 18-minute mark, 20-minute mark, Blacklist can actually win this, but Omega starting things
Nice
off
final
like
slash.
Ryota. Finally, some action as Joe picks up a first blood, and Andoryu picks up the second turtle.
Team fight in an objective. Mentioned that they have the late game. They just have to hold out. They have to make sure that Oheb makes it to, what, 14, 15 minutes without dying too much, and that the map is on their side. But look at this. After the turtle take, second turtle take, mind you, Jom goes for the trade.
Okay,
that's a
good
top
trade.
for bottom.
That's a good trade. Top for bottom again. But if this game extends again, it will go to Blacklist. And I just like to say, I think we have a passive in the caster's desk, because every time we say that the game is passive, immediately right after something happens.
Yeah.
And in that case, it was Ryota's final slash connecting on to 2. Props to Jom for being there at the right moment to dish out the Synchro Vision as well as the Zaman Force. But okay, a conceal play coming in from Omega.
What are they looking for? It's more of a safety rotation, because it's either Omega is thinking that there might be someone there, or Blacklist is a step ahead, dodging a bullet. See this? Like, Blacklist also pull in their own version of the Ube in 2024. They're just sticking to each other. Look at this. They're not even touching top lane.
Yeah, and this is the second consecutive game that Blacklist is.
I think Omega is hiding stuff, and Dora's a really big hero
Again,
pool.
This was the lineup that picked up their first win. Look at Oheb still. Okay, Andoryu goes in with a Wiki Shadow kill. Oh, he's gonna get the shurikens. He's not, and Oheb.
Is it a Wigi or a Ouija?
But Chaknu finds one plus the final slash. The passive is there for Haji. Flickers in right to
Dome.
Dome as Jom takes
Well played.
it down. Lord JM is next, and that's a double kill for Big J.
2K for Big J. 6.5 minutes in. 2,000 gold ahead. It's difficult for Blacks International to stop the new barangay from snowballing out of control. Luckily, Blacklist has
Also the most underrated jungler in PH.
As early as now. Ingan, I'm going to say it. All the agents are going to hate me for this, but knowing how Abain plays, knowing how Blacklist plays, especially Season 14, there's a
Yeah, I feel like overall it's just tough to make a name for yourself as a jungler
Lord is a no-go.
Yeah.
This Lord
in
comes
like
out 2 minutes,
PH, ID, and certain, just because even if like for example, Carl Teasy maybe not performing to his best this season, everyone's still talking about that, right? People would rather talk about a famous jungler not doing well than a jungler who is doing well and isn't as popular, you know? They'd rather talk about, like, I feel like it's just hard to really get your name out there and have people talking about you, create buzz, when there's so many people that have been around so long.
and you wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Like, the only other better way would be to put it on Andoryu, maybe even Ukir, but this is best case scenario. Exactly, best case scenario for Barangay Omega. And you mentioned the Bane. You mentioned the Bane on MP the King. This hero has won an MPL championship in Cambodia.
Does D-Lar stream?
3 times in a row to end the series, and he knows exactly what this hero is capable of. It's just maybe against Smart Omega.
I
Maybe
cast
with
this
the
whole
draft
week,
that
bro.
they put in, and how early Smart Omega was able to find
This
that
whole
clutch
weekend. I
point.
cast Saturday and
It's
Sunday.
gonna be very difficult.
So I'll
They have to
cast
play very
y'all's game.
defensively, and here we go.
Oh, shit!
Next with a final slash flicker combination. Defensive frigate Glacier from Haji there as MP the King and Lord JM will
Like, my
fall
question
down.
is, like, why do teams keep on picking up D-Lar when they never even use him?
Omega strikes.
Like,
I mean, Ryota's been performing.
does he at least
outside
stream?
the
Like, does he, like, is he, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this time the flavor of the
what are they
week is the
getting out of
underdog.
it? They got to be
Pretty
getting
sure the Rio
something.
Army is proud of the new general. And what did I just say? Perfect that all 3 kills are on Jom. Prior to that,
Like, I know in
give
ID
us
he
all
was
three, give us
doing
W. Extra gold on the
some like
subcore.
modeling or some
Never heard
shit,
of
and
that.
like
We're 10 seconds away from a Lord, which again, if that engagement was any indication, Blacklist should not force anything. They were fighting underneath Tier 1, in the middle of Tier 2 as well, and yet still, Omega dove in.
Yeah, Ryota manages to find someone
Whoa, whoa,
and
whoa, whoa.
another concealed Chaknu onward. But the Purify coming in from Oheb will save him. Ryota, will he get another final flash here? Okay, this is the mark where Blacklist can actually contest. Even just go for the kills, make sure Omega, even if they
that's
get
what
the
I
Lord,
figure. Like, it's for
get to use
publicity.
utilize the Lord,
But
and
does he
Lord
at
also
least
will pick up
stream and like put out content? So like it's like, oh, he does dance on TikTok. Okay, so he's a big. That's what I'm saying. Like he's got to be big somewhere.
So if they evade the final slash and manage to catch that frigid
He's the
blade,
cheerleader is what
Blacklist
you're
can turn
telling
things
me.
around.
That's one way to go about it, but look at this. Blacklist very cautiously.
Again, which like plenty of teams have those.
Lord JM has to use the flicker out. And Endoryu secures that Lord as Perks tries to walk away. Oheb will
Omega's
not catch
smashing
that
him, bro.
destruction as he tries to work on the top lane. And now Omega, no trade once again for Blacklist. They can actually go for an inhibitor if they manage to go for those engages again, especially with Ryota.
Whoa, wait. What's Andori doing? Did he just let that wave go? I mean, it should be able to take care of itself. What a delay. All right, he's taking care of business there. All right. Now,
Okay.
talking about the sinks, yes, you're right. They could definitely lose an inhibitor, Blacks International, but also, best case scenario, again, given their great wave clear, Holy Shield's popped.
Yeah.
That's another possibility, and if you want to make it to the late game, which I think what's Blacklist's plan right now is, just don't force anything, man.
Look at Haji.
That's dangerous.
Okay, Haji
When do
has
the
to walk
games
away.
start
No, he
tonight?
cancels his recall. I think he wants to go for the back line with the Frigid Glacier here as the Lord marches on to the bottom.
4
lane.
hours? Holy shit.
Okay, Ryota here for the conceal. Wants to go for the final slash and connecting onto Perks. Perks using the guiding wind out as he tries to go in. Lord JM, look at Lord JM onto the back line, but they're going to get the first pick off. It's going to go on to Chas.
Well done, well
Momentum
done.
coming in from Jome as they burst down the Lord. Holy Shields pop, but no inhibitor turrets taken down.
Oh, they're still working on it. Ukir and Jome don't want to let it
Look
go.
at damage coming in from Oheb.
Oh!
Luckily, there was a shield coming in from Okir. Now Jome's not yet done as he tries to go.
Oh, no!
Endoryu with a shadow.
You see none, bro.
On to Lord JM when you thought it was all over.
Nothing personal, kid. Andori
Just strictly
did his
business.
job. In that moment of
Another one. Another one!
Kill!
Even done.
Bro.
That was on to Oheb. A timely, crucial kill. Wow, I like that.
Oh my lord!
Oh, yeah.
Andori, you just does not stop. He smelled blood and drank the whole artery's worth, and they're still going.
And there's minions onto the middle lane. They're gonna burst down the inhibitor.
Oh,
turret.
Lord.
JM defends the bottom. They can actually go.
You guys
for
took the
down.
long road. You let him in.
The Zaman Force just locks his eyes on the prize, trying to get the crystal down.
They get the minions away. They get the minions out.
No more
It's over.
Chaknu's the first man down as well as Ukir.
Oh,
but it's
oh,
Oheb
Heb just
versus
whiffs
Top
the
against
sphere
3,
distraction,
and
bro.
Omega
Oh,
secures
shit.
Game number 1.
This one pesky siege minion. If only. Say all the ages, but Blacklist fans, I get you. Smart Megas has played better. Game 1 goes over to the.
Still the same bans. I think we're just gonna see a reiteration. They'll still go Edith. Maybe that's a different thing. Pick Hayabusa this time, and then maybe pick the Terizla later. There it is. Oh no, but it's still the Terizla. Okay, there's the adjustment.
I like it. I like this adjustment. This is not bad.
This is from what, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago, actually? Or 5 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Can this be
'Cause
a
this was
Dorju
week
level
5.
Crazy here for Blacklist.
This is from 4 weeks ago.
Right
This is
now,
from 4 weeks
Omega's
ago.
trying to full scale faster.
Yeah.
We're coming into week 8, but they had a week
Uh,
break.
well,
So this
depends
is
where
this
we're
is
gonna
about
see
this is
If
4 weeks
it's
ago.
gonna go in the hands of Chakno again, or
4 and a half,
go
something like
into
that.
the EXP lane. Andoryu, we're gonna have to watch out for a level 3 gank, but most pros usually.
Bro, it's
do that
crazy
within
because I was
5.
looking at some of the picks and bans of like the past
Fire
week,
miss.
week 7 or whatever, which was 2 weeks ago,
Has a lot
and how
in
much the
tank to
drafts have
give that
changed since this
difficulty.
time.
The Virus I actually honestly really like. And again, this is a very
I'm
old
kind of ready
school
for an
Blacklist,
EXP lane
isn't it,
change
right?
up, man.
The old school
A
guys
shake up in the
bringing
EXP
everyone
lane.
together,
Yeah.
making
It's getting
sure
kind of
everyone
mundane.
can survive a big clash, and I guess they're kind of expecting that Omega's gonna hammer onto them very quickly. That's usually when you want to pick up the Fireman early on.
Okay, so they'll take away the.
What am I gonna do? M6, bro? We don't even have Jackie. We don't even have
They are playing a Famous comp.
teams yet for M6, bro. We have like
Take
one
away the-
team.
the best gold laners in the scene are off now. He's gonna end up with a
man.
mark.
I think it's not even as much of like damage or tankiness. I think it's more just like heroes.
Which will
Like
most probably be the
I feel like
knowing Oheb and the tendencies, of course.
it's getting a little
Claude, maybe. Claude or Nathan?
Claw's gonna be too slow.
Claude slow here.
You think? And that's why they ban it.
Bro, more than a few months, bro.
So what? Just
Feels like it's been a year that we've been seeing Edith, Zarlots, and freaking...
Scale fast.
It worked before.
I mean, yeah, we had the introduction of, like, high-low CXP and, like...
Quick while we're kind of waiting in very high tense situation. They say Mia is their first pick material. And
I get-
But honestly, like, it's just been the same-ish, man.
To save the
Maybe they
world.
just need to add some more EXP liners. Khalid is new. Yeah.
Is it possible here? Can they go Hanabi Lolita here?
I don't know, man. I feel like it's...
If you have a Faramis on mid,
Oh, get the Lolita.
can.
Oh,
It's great to get to Moscow.
Maybe they just need to make some new EXP liners, bro. What was the last EXP liner they dropped? Freaking Glue?
Let's calm ourselves a bit. I feel like that's a Hanabi.
Who was the
later.
last EXP liner they made?
Ukir needs to get something bursty. Don't get the Aurora. I'm okay with the Lilia. Hell, even get a Farsa.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, up against Haya.
Wait. It's okay. Because again, you're looking to remove... You're not going to bother with crowd control. You don't care about crowd control right now.
Yeah,
if
you
you're
want
Omega.
damage.
Right, you want damage. What if
More
Omega-
healers?
what if
I don't know. I
Omega
almost, like...
to the heroes? Or
Part of me wants them to add some more heroes.
that's bad.
Part of me knows
Zas is open.
It's open for Ukir.
Zask and Ilya are the top.
how it's kind of bad to just continuously add new heroes.
Okay, got that Mamba.
Come on. What's
Oh,
gonna be?
that might actually do better up
What's
against the
gonna
Hanabi.
be? Huh?
Yeah, you have ways to reach the Hanabi now.
Yeah, there you go. You got damage and you got crowd control.
Lots.
2-in-1 combo.
Lots of magic damage for the lineup of
Lock it
Omega. And they have the Moskov.
Lock it in, bro. You know you want to. You pull that trigger right now.
If it's not the Hanabi, it might be... Okay. If it's not the Hanabi, might be a
Melissa?
Melly or an Iksha. But although against the Gata Kacha, the Iksha might cry.
Yes.
The Melly might be a little bit better because he can push people away.
I've been waiting for too long.
And a carry.
Aw.
Oh, we didn't see that.
I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Carry also works good with the
Strongest
Lolita.
marksman right now. You need something to take down the Edith and the Gata
And the Katot.
Kacha.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes the
I think
wanted the Hanabi. We all wanted the Hanabi and Lolita.
He was like,
About it.
on. For now, international.
We are also slightly upset, given that the potential for Lolita Hanabi showed itself. A little tease, but instead we have here Old Reliable. Welcome to game number 2.
Mid-river
Omega and the Barangay are at match point.
control from both mids.
How do you reckon? Is this the right call?
Jungles are mirroring, and Doru starting on orange. MP the King starts on purple. They'll make their ways up.
For Omega. And considering Ohem with the carry, he can actually tear down Edith and Gatot Kacha easily, especially if you reach the mid to the late game. So,
Thank God I'm rewatching.
ironically, it's a safer route compared to a Hanabi Lolita combination.
Which I think ran its course. Despite how many of us want to see it happen, it being the nightmare of many ranked game players, he found a solution to this battle, and Web has to. I'm not just talking about the
Seen,
guys on the Lolita,
Yeesh.
but the purifies.
yeah, I mean they have to again. We've seen.
Who that is?
Chuck
No, just kidding.
sit until
You can just dodge
you won't need a person. So
by then. Matt can do it.
Yeah.
Massive.
down worth it.
I will just game again. Let's not respond. Like,
Back in the game.
truth be told, their lineup now looks very similar to the lineup in game 1.
Yeah, it's really
It's a
Late
lot
game.
of utility. It's a lot.
Ryota.
What's their winning image?
unless MP the King, like what happened during game 1 for Andoryu, manages to find a snowball, they can actually activate Oheb right away. Considering that they also have a Faramis that could easily babysit Oheb during immense team fights, even if Chaknu or Ryota tries to go for Oheb and Expenses Purify, the fact that Haji with his Faramis is there, they can actually play safe and extend the fights to their favor.
Maybe, just maybe. Given as well how reliant Omega is, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you hit
Sure takes
the
gold.
AOG
Gold crab.
properly, the Spear of Destruction, the Frigid Glacier, like all of these things, if Haji times it right, are nullified.
And that's the thing. We've seen Haji always have crucial saves with the Nether Realm. It was even called, what do you call the Nether Realm before?
Look at the long route that Ukera takes.
They had to call it altar.
Comes around the bottom.
Back then, that was
Nobody's got
long.
vision on him. Haji might have just got vision on him.
Lord JM. Will they manage to
Jeeps,
find
what's up?
Patch Ukir onto the back line, but look at this. Perks will
Oh,
get the
good pick on
first blood.
Orandoru.
And it's a good
That's
start
good for Black.
the agents.
Turtles up.
Maybe they just
That should be a easy turret for Black.
Man engage on an unexpected 3. Shadow trying to spread
Game
the
day, you are
out.
very correct. It is much better than Uranus Esme. It is extremely better. I mean, don't get me wrong. EXP still has a very wide pool, and I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with. I'm pretty happy with the meta overall right now.
Without the trade.
I feel like there is a lot. I feel like
There it is. Give
overall we're in one of the most open metas that we've seen in a long time, and it does feel like it's continuing to get more and more open.
The reason why it's a flicker instead of
Revitalize.
a revitalize is because you want to reposition. Given again how we spoke so highly of Smart Omega's AOE.
Whoever pauses has to lose 100 gold.
You want to be able to,
Yeah.
affect the tides of battle. Like, all right, we want to Dominant over here, bonk over here, flicker.
And you also have Aji, again with the Nether Realm. So in terms of sustain, Blacklist isn't gonna lack. Omega doesn't have a Valentina, so they can't steal a Nether Realm. And
Like
again,
there are a
Perks,
lot of
you
there's a
could
lot of
say
meta
this a
picks.
while ago that Perks, we all
I mean,
know
there's
Perks
some
is
meta
dead.
picks that are definitely like
With
meta,
this,
right?
you can
But there's
expect
also
Perks
a
to be
lot of
aggressive like this,
viable
and OM
picks,
manages to
which I
escape
think that's
AOE,
something that
but
used to.
they're gonna go
Oh, good play. Oh, head down.
Here manages to find
That's something that
the
maybe we
sniper
lacked in before.
with a kill.
We lacked in
If it was
picks like the Fairmiz that
Oheb, wouldn't have done
you're
that.
not going to see every game, but can still be very viable.
Since it's Oheb,
You know, picks like there's
it's a
just
good way
it
to
feels like there's a lot
equalize. Blacklist responding.
more picks where you see them and you're like, oh, that can work, you know.
For Omega here. Are they gonna be
Whereas
able
for
to
about a
get
year
the
there,
kill?
like
But they're not gonna
maybe
pick up a kill, but
M4,
Toyota has his eyes on Aji, on
prior
the
and
formation.
post
He pops
M4,
4-5, but this time
it
Owen
felt
is
very
there.
like
As Emily King goes in with a Oiki shadow kill.
there was
He
only
pops
about
right
15
around,
heroes
goes out,
that
and
you
the
could
damage from Omega
you
Precision
could
is
really
also
say,
there.
oh yeah, this
And
is
Haji
good.
with a clutch Nether Realm, but Riona wants to go in with the Primal Wrath. Haji Perks will fall down. The next man is Haji. And the
Bro,
start,
Black is
the
getting
amazing
mollywopped.
start of Blacklist. Omega just erased it.
Talk to me about sustainability. What if we just outlast? What if we just keep going? What if we push forward? That's what Smart Omega did. Turtle spawns, lower quarter of the map. Amazing engagement, amazing sequence, all in all. How long did that take? How are you still standing? How are you still breathing?
I'm actually shocked.
Black should be able to get this turtle though.
Now, ideally, you know,
But Omega?
technically, in terms
Oh.
of
But they get a
long team
tower.
fights, extended team fights,
Honestly,
you'd
Gold
expect
Lane Tower might be a win
Blacklist
for
to win,
Omega
because
there.
They have the Nether Realm, but the advantage of Omega there was Ryota decided all the way from the XP lane to help onto the top lane, leaving Lord JM to push. But again, this is a Terizla. It's not going to be able to
Nothing.
push fast enough.
Nothing. Oddly enough, that hammer's not very good for breaking things down.
Yeah.
It's good for fights, but not for turrets. Speaking of a turtle for a turret trade, second turtle traded out for a top lane. Haji's in trouble. Does not have Cult Altar nor the Purify. Does walk away with just barely enough life to survive. And again, look at this amazing map control by Smart Omega. Despite losing out on all of the turtles so far, they're able to maintain this bottom lane. Gonna lose up on top since OM is opened up. Oh wait, look at this. Are
Okay.
you trying to take down Lord JM as well as the turtle? A turret?
Oh, ganging up on Lord JM. Spear of Destruction for Joe Miz there. Spear of Misery as well, forcing him to use the penalty zone.
MP the King was
But their turret is not going to sustain the damage.
Cambodia, right?
And four
Or he played in
members of
Cambodia for like a
Omega.
year, right?
Literally, we say Blacklist is brute forcing Ube. That's what Omega's doing also with a Wiki Shadow kill coming in from MP.
He just played MSC for what?
Down.
Burn?
Big
Did he play with
J.
Burn in MSC? Or see you soon?
MP the K gets down Big J.
What's see you soon gonna do now, bro?
That was quite pricey for Smart
They're
Omega.
going down.
The fact that they didn't kill Lord JM and Joe actually fell.
Yeah.
PH was like, nah,
did all of
you
it.
guys had enough fun. See you later.
Smart Omega, look at their lead shrank. It was bordering 1,500, almost 2,000 about 2 minutes ago. Now the final turtle spawning, upper quarter. Both turrets taken down there, 10 seconds.
You guys had enough fun.
Smart Omega won't let this go for free. They
You're done,
so,
kids.
chose to do so for the first two, but this time around, I'd say even if there's an Ube pulled through by Blacklist,
I think
it shouldn't be free.
they're going to give the turtle, but they're going to go in for the kills.
They can turn.
Yeah. Look at this. Andoryu surveying the scene. AOG is going to be not going to connect onto anyone, but Andoryu manages to get the turtle. And look at Perks with the...
Oh my God! See you soon. It proves TREX has a memory retention of Gen. Guys, you're right. You know what? You're right. I have good memory. I remembered. If I took some time, I would have remembered anyways, man.
Flicker, Luminum Blast, connecting onto 4.
Plenty of people would have been like, "Who the fuck is MP the King?"
Or as Oheb goes in with the damages, Ryota's gonna fall down. MP on the other hand, nothing comes for free. A 1-for-1 trade, Spear of Destruction from Big J. Look at this. Perks has to walk away. Oh, Haji is the only member left.
Cope, TREX, cope.
He walks away, but at what cost?
I literally said. I was like, MP the King. He played for Cambodia, right?
Aggression, and they take everything, all at the cost of Ryota. Oh my lord! Ever since the new general is on fire, the Ryota army is going wild worldwide.
Imagine your first death resulted to 4 counter kills for Omega.
Check it out. Perks with an amazing Numenon Blast. Again, I don't think there's any other way that could have gone better for them. But here, I think this is a major turning point. Chain CC onto MP the King.
Yeah.
When he fell, and when Oheb fell, Lord J was gonna fall regardless. When those two fell, the cores, that's when it just looked grim, all dark and black for black. And then the 4-for-1, you mentioned it. Amazing.
What happened was after MP the King picked off Ryota, Chakno used the taunt onto Andoryu. That's why the chain CC is there. Lord JM walks in with the zone, but the bridge and Glazer.
Good response. Oheb's too slow, bro.
He's gonna go in, but he's not gonna continue.
Oh! Stop the cap. Where's the why are you freezing?
Just cleaning up the mess that Omega made.
Oh shit. Shocknu said, nah, I'll do it myself. He said, I got 1 HP, I got 1 ult, I can make this happen. Boom. Jome knew it was coming, dashes in, and they're all lined up so perfectly for the passive, bro. All lined up so cleanly for the passive. Big J! Fucking Leo, bro. Leo. Big J! I fucking love Leo.
And again, Haji is the only one left.
Oh, he's got mad case of survivor's guilt. He's just the only one walking away. Does have a purify, and he's gonna try to waste Smart Omega's time. Wait, Haji, what are you doing?
Okay, they know that.
Haji's like, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Andoryu is here. Haji just surveying the scene as Omega gets the Lord. I mean, Omega literally right now is a master of trades. Prior to that clash, it was Ryota's sacrifice that led to 4 kills, and now this time it's Chaknu's sacrifice. Imagine going in AOG with just a slither of health left, but connecting onto 3.
That was more than worth it. Even if he died the second he landed, which I think he did, the fact that he knocked them all up, served up on a silver platter to Andoryu and to Jome. Amazing work. Smart Omega now 5,000 gold ahead. 9.5 minutes in. All the waves crashing through. The perfect sync. Best case scenario, Blacklist keeps their inhibitors with all the shields down. That's what I'm seeing now, Inga. That's what's going to happen.
Worst case
Onic PH for AP Bren starting soon.
For Blacklist.
Doesn't start for like 2 hours, bro.
Again, this is where Omega lives, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is where Omega lives. The fact that Blacklist, I don't know what the...
That's not even tonight, bro. That's...
I'm pretty sure not everyone's rocking.
That's 7 hours, bro. I won't even be able to watch that one tonight. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. We're gonna finally be getting back into MPLPH watching, so throughout this weekend and this week, I'll be watching the games, maybe not live, but I'll at least be watching them, and then throughout the week, I'll be catching up on the past season all before playoffs so that I can give a
tell me about this possibility.
so that I can actually validly watch playoffs and not be a little bitch, bro.
But battle spells forget about it. Maybe Perks needed to relocate himself, you know, reposition with the Numenon Blast. But for 2 kills and to protect your own inhibitors, by all means, this keeps Omega's lead down to 5,000. Look at the gold situation here, 5,000.
Almost 2K for
nothing.
Joe.
They don't care. They again, brute force seems to be a key word here. They brute force their way towards the situation. Not a single magic item.
Yeah, and now Oheb picks up a DHS. So again, the recipe for this mix lineup for Blacklist is really Lord JM just to cast that penalty zone perfectly, followed up with a charging Numinum Blast. And again, Oheb, if they can't reach Oheb in the back line, it's just, man, the damage. Imagine picking off.
The KP
Ryota
Brand will
with
break
one
Onic win streak.
Shuriken. You thought Ryota was about to escape, but Oheb says no.
But here's the thing. It's not even a matter of if, but when. There's so many ways that Smart
I will
Vegas
probably
can
completely
actually
ignore social media
catch
tomorrow,
Oheb out.
just so I don't spoil the game and I can watch it. And then we'll watch it and I won't read chat while watching it.
You know, weave through walls, purify out, cult altar if necessary. Again, Nether Realm again. So looking at Oheb 232, this is not the best KDA you can expect, right? So the fact that he's farming up at a respectable pace means there's hope for Blacklist.
Okay, look at this, a closer look at Chaknu. 67%
Gato Kachak.
win rate with the Gato Kachak.
66.66.
To be exact.
Guys, what do I think about? I don't know. I don't know anything about MPL Endo.
Very healthy. Averages about 9.67 assists per game with 25,000 damage dealt and about times 4.2 out of that damage taken. So this is a very, very sustainable, very shock.
I'll be staying off Discord tomorrow.
Gatot, so shock and all.
Okay, so looking at the top lane, hefty minions for Omega onto the top, but look at this. Defensive AOG for Chaknu. Is this a ghost signal for the agents?
Ooh.
Ryota! The new
Oh, sidestep Numion.
Attack with a Numinum Blasters MP!
Beautiful. That was disgusting.
Steals the Lord, goes in once again, shuts down Joe. The Pride of Ice for Ukir is there, but 4 members are surrounding him around. A mega kill for Oheb, and is this the comeback?
Okay. Now we're playing, boys.
Minions for Omega.
Chaknu uses the Avatar Guardian to back up. Watch for Ryota. Sit in the bush. Blacklist starts to make their move forward. They don't have vision on Ryota.
Is this a ghost signal for the
Ryota waits for it. He goes in, gets a 3-man knockup. Ukur follows up. Looks for the play. A lot of damage. NetherRealm does come out. Keeps everybody alive. Frigid Glacier comes down, gets the freeze. But it's not enough to help. And Perks. Popping them perks, boy. He does a beautiful dash back so he doesn't get hit by the Frigid Glacier. Locks up with that Numion. Sidestep Numion Blast! And the rest of the team, full health bars. We're like, bro, y'all thought you had us? You just blew 4 ultis. We're still ready to go. Paired up with a just very clean.
Pride of Ice for Ukir is there, but 4 members are surrounding him around. A mega kill for Oheb, and is this the comeback the agents are waiting for?
15 seconds till Ryota comes back. Chaknu has no AOG. This could be endable. There's a Lord up top.
Chaknu left to fend for himself. Is he gonna make another miracle like the one we seen with the high loss? Chaknu
No, he's not. 1-1.
We are going to a game number 3.
Blink, and it's black. Out of nowhere, Blacklist inner.
Oh, did they win in that one? I like that.
Yeah, I just let the AI play for me and I cast.
That's actually really good. Very effective, and it's...
I mained EXP for a while.
there you go.
I haven't grinded in like... I mean, I still play occasionally, but I haven't grinded in like 3 seasons. Which means I've just been down ranking. I don't want to talk about it. Maybe we'll do... How about this, guys? How about this? How about this? What if we do like after NACT, before M6, we do a mythic run. We could do a mythic run, like a solo queue mythic run. Solo queue mythic run, question mark. Maybe I can get like 3 days off from work and we just do a hard run. We just do a hard run, bro. That might be a nice piece of content. I've been thinking about doing a piece of content where we start a brand new account and try to get to Mythic in like a week or something like that, or like, you know, something like that. Like start a brand new account, only play gold lane and get to Mythic, or start a brand new account, only play EXP lane, get to Mythic. Start a brand new account, only, or do like single hero runs, something along those lines, you know?
So,
So it's like a lesser evil, right? Instead of
Yeah.
opening up the map, open up the gold lane picks. Not bad here for Omega.
I think Steel Aurora. I mean, you already have a lot of crowd control.
You have a lot of options for gold. Go for
Yeah.
mid.
Zask, I feel like it's too aggressive for the profile of Haji and how they want to play into this.
That would be the hard part. Emblem's not maxed. You just gotta, can you do it?
Nathan is maybe later, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mid lane is a mid pick, right? That's a mid pick.
Hopefully. No, yeah, they picked the Nathan first.
Interesting. What's the rationale behind picking
TREX, Trump, or Harris. We don't really talk politics here.
I think they just really. So
It's not gonna get counter picked, is it?
Because okay.
I'm not gonna vote anyway, so.
So it's like they decided, okay, let's just
I will
go
say I
one
watched the
into
debate
Nathan,
between the two,
plus a scaling,
and coming in with an unbiased mind, not knowing that I am not gonna vote for either one. I do think Harris won the debate.
Omega can pick up that can dive or reach the Nathan because Yuzhong fell out of the meta. And that's one of the
I think in terms of just debate, like if I had to score points and actually say who won in the debate, Harris won in the debate.
So they pick up the Vexana, they take one away from Haji.
Pick a possible.
What's it gonna be? A Ruby or a Grok? Oh no, Mino. Okay. Alright.
Core team, I like it.
They go heal. Then they can go Valentina.
I guess they can go very flexible on the mid. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they picked up the gold first. They want to basically counter.
Nah, you should strip benefits from. You shouldn't strip benefits, or you should strip benefits.
The Vexana gone. Varia fell out.
You get EG. You get no one.
I pay taxes, bro.
Jushin is still open, but it might be a bit slow.
I pay 18% taxes every year.
They don't think so. They don't think so. They go for Zushin.
All right.
It's my money that pays a lot of people.
This is pretty good. I like the draft of both teams.
You should look at my pay stub. How much fucking money comes out of my pay stub?
Pick here from Blacklist International.
I'm perfectly allowed to take benefits.
With a Lolita front line up against a.
I'm actually currently not allowed to vote, and I haven't gone to get my rights back.
But come level 4.
40%, and that's insane. No way.
Big maybe.
Big maybe.
Struggle.
40% taxes? You guys need to have a Boston Tea Party, bro. Crazy.
Because this isn't the high invade lineup from Omega.
There's no way that's true. 40%?
It depends on the call, right?
Do you guys have free everything?
Since that time, and maybe depending on the willpower, like you mentioned before. Right?
You guys,
So wait and see who do
you guys get
think
free
they
insurance or something?
Let me know in the comment section down below. We'll
Ain't
find
no
out.
way. I gotta Google this, bro.
Get to the action on the battlefield.
That's fine.
It comes down to this one last game for that 1 point on the board.
Holy shit! Income tax on earned income is charged at 3 rates: the basic rate, the higher rate, and the additional rate. For 2024 to 25, these 3 rates are 20%, 40%, and 45% respectively. taxes charged on taxable income at the base 20% rate up to the basic rate limit. Set at 30 cents. Holy crap, bro. You guys have free healthcare? Does UK at least have like free healthcare? And free college?
Between Blacks International.
That's nuts, bro.
Omega, Leo Ininga.
Governments are out of control, bro. Governments are out of control. I was watching some video the other day, and it was like people from the 1600s asked people from 2024 questions. Yada yada yada. And it was like one of the questions was like, how are you guys still hate taxes? And I was like, yeah, we hate taxes. And the guy from the 1600s was like, yeah, our king raised us from 1% to 1.5%, so we murdered his whole family. It was like, that's literally how it was back in the day. Like, the people would revolt and go crazy over, like, the smallest uppage of tax rate. And right now, it's like, we don't even bat an eyelash when the tax rate gets raised freaking 20% or 5% or this or that. It's nuts, man.
Bringing you the action. Is it just me or is the draft very?
But we're fucking protesting about. Never mind.
I think if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's the strategy for Black, especially MP the King. Amazing performance, by the way. But again, perks. Game 2 MVP.
You don't ever see a protest about tax rates, but you see protests about everything else.
Which now in hindsight, hold up, a little bit of action in mid. You're about to get knocked down, and same with Shock. All right, real quick, moment of silence here, a little bit of peace for us to discuss. The Lolita, I have to admit, maybe we were a little too over-fixated with the Hanabi combo, but between the two heroes, right, Lolita and Hanabi, a Lolita just by herself is a very, formidable, respectable roamer.
Yeah, especially up against high attack speed marksmen like Moskov, like we've seen earlier.
Right?
Okay, so this time I think Okir, I think Haji will have a better time zoning out the members. But look at this! As I was saying that, Okir picks up a kill onto Haji.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. Again, this wouldn't be the issue if it was still the Faramis. But looking at Smart Omega, that last minute ban, right? And the last phase, Loyi and Faramis, they know what they were working with. So this Jushin, as powerful as she is, isn't the answer Blacklist needs to, get the reverse sweep.
Yeah, and it's honestly...
Not yet. We don't know. But, first blood.
It's honestly ideal to have a Minotaur up against a Zushin, because even if the Lantern Flare is there and you get picked up, it actually is a free flicker for Chaknu if the Minoan Fury is up.
At best, you want to bring him sideways, but even then, you're
Is tax evasion in USA a federal crime? To some extent, yes. It is.
Feeding him, serving him in a silver platter to his teammates. It's a 2-0
So
start for Omega.
And this is going to lead to a free turtle, the freest we've seen possibly all series long, as MP works on his purple. Ryota checking in. There it is. A big...
Yeah, it's a federal crime.
A objective for the barangay.
Okay, this time Chaknu has a flicker plus Minoan Fury combination, so you can expect him to be more aggressive and not be afraid of Haji's Lantern Flare. And at the same time, in terms of sustain, there's still the motivational roar coming in from Chaknu, so they can actually have a reset. If ever Blacklist, manages to find a penalty zone coming in from Lord JM, like we've seen during game number 2, they can just reset and then counterattack at any time.
That's all for the barangay. I'm still wondering where Blacklist comes in, because between these two teams, right, it's Omega who has the benefit of wisdom. Like, they learned so much from game 2,
Yeah.
and what could possibly be an amazing comeback from out of nowhere, again, courtesy of Perks and the rest of Blacklist. But now Blacklist is trying to work on that same formula. It's an iteration of what happened in game 2, and if I may say, unless it happens, unless proven
I don't know
right,
who wins this game.
I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's coming from different angles with many different pacing, a little there's slack and burst. Can I just say that?
Yeah, like literally out of nowhere. Honestly, if you look back at game number 2, you wouldn't realize it's a 12-minute game because it started out so slow.
Oh,
but right now,
good dodge.
well,
Ndoru looking for Oheb.
as Ndoru
Oheb down about half percent. Shom.
The setup coming in from Shaknu. Gets a kill onto Hoeb. Okay, so this is what happened during game number 2.
Doru
The
doing
very
such a
first
great
kill
job at
The same.
was onto the top lane, the gold lane, the Oheb.
Almost
diving.
the same. Real quick, folks. Smart Omega ranked first among all teams in Season 14. Going into the second half as the team with the highest average crowd control time per game.
Wow.
At about a minute. Perks in trouble.
Doru.
That's actually a really cool stat. It's a really cool stat.
I mean, you could compile a lot of Spear of Destruction plays from Jom for this season alone, halfway mark. I think it would reach around 5 minutes.
I wouldn't be off if I think I said Jome, half his games in Season 14 were all Moscow.
Yeah.
A good half of his games in Season 14, there's no Moscow.
That was why you were wondering why game 1 Oheb has the Moskov and he had the Harry.
That was a little uncanny for us. But now second turtle spawning, upper quarter, no one down bottom, mid barely controlled. Haji here knocked up still.
Bro, Jushin feels dead, huh? Dead hero.
Both teams playing footsies. This is the second turtle, folks.
Honestly, the series just boils down to
Question
a
mark?
double matchup with Ryota onward, Earth Shatter combination Perks. Using
The
Wisdom
TP
Blast,
stats.
onto 3, just to zone out the remaining members of Blacklist, and Doryu gets a free turtle once again.
You see that? Even if Jome went all the way down to try and get an early start at pushing this tier 1, Omega still had 5 bodies. The Eternal Guard helped out. And now, this is not the same rotation earlier? Was this not take moments from game 2?
Literally step-by-step a rotation for Omega. After taking a tower up top, working on the turtle, let's every single one of us go down to the bottom lane and get another turret.
This is weird. It's like deja vu, but like minutes apart.
Yeah, but I think the main difference between game 2 and now was that MP was activated early on, early game. I think he had a couple of kills with the Hayabusa.
By about this time.
Yeah, by about this time. So he was like actually the anchor for early to mid game for Blacklist, but this time he's not activated. And even Oheb 0-1-0. And this is, for me, a much more harder hero to activate than Atan.
Who's the gold lead on? Oh, mid.
All right, Oheb keeping himself scarce.
Oheb not too far behind.
And I'm going to have to double down on what you said, Ingan. Off of MP the King's early aggression.
I don't really know how I feel about the Natan, man.
At, the first 5
Like, I know it has good games here.
Maybe that's what allowed for Black.
But I just don't know if it's, I don't know.
The course and threaten a comeback, which they did, and they
Doesn't feel reliable enough. It never feels reliable enough.
But now, again, the wisdom.
I feel like every time I see it, it's garbage.
Almost instantly on a dive.
And then I hear about like, oh, did you see that Natan game or what's his name on it? But every time I watch a game with it, it's
Game
fucking.
number 2, Blacklist always seems to find the trade. Even if it's not a favorable trade, at least it's something. But looking at the kill scoreboard, 4-0, no kills yet, no turrets taken down, not a single turtle. And eventually, if Omega snowball just continues, eventually MP's not going to have a purple buff.
And not to mention, look at that. Haji used the Purify there in a single take. Oh, no, up top.
Okay,
Well
there's
played.
the trade we're all been waiting
Well played.
for. Jom, although he had the flicker, the chain crowd control from Blacklist was just
That's what they needed. They needed a kill on a
First damage
Jom.
coming in from Oheb, but the trade from Omega is again the turtle.
Moments like
Turtle.
that, you just feel miserable.
Andrio, what's up?
I've been hit with a couple of chain CCs in my day.
Oh.
My day
I've been hit with a
yesterday.
couple of.
Actually, what
Might have been
Jom did
yesterday.
was actually good because before he died, he was able to clear the minions. That's why even if he died against a 3-man rotation from
Turret
Blacklist,
safe.
the turret's safe.
Yeah, again,
Big J things.
Big J with a big brain. We'll see if that eventually comes back to bite them in the butt. But so far, it seems like a small price to pay Perks, though, getting caught out in the back.
Okay, Andoryu is not going to connect because Perks has the dash out, but here comes Chuck. Okay, he has the Minoan Fury. He's not going to cast it yet. Eternal Guard will bring down Perks. Another pick, another kill, but this time it's Ryota with a kill.
SOD, just for good measure. All right, no one home. I think we're trying to aim for Haji there. Andoryu looking for the burst down. Haji pops the Crimson Flare, keeping him safe. Now, again, very similar to game 2, but better this time. Omega aren't pulling any punches. Like, did you see how they committed so much to take down Perks? They understand how big
Perks.
of
I love that name.
Perks is to
Perks,
Falcons.
baby.
If they bury him deep enough, like he won't even have any room to try and come back.
Popping Perks.
Yeah, and even Haji, they're also diving down to Haji as much as possible. Wants to pop his Purify at any given moment, but Chakno has the Flicker plus Minoan Fury.
All of it.
Actually have a setup. All of it. Okay, now Joe working on the top lane turret. Purchase there with a shield. Defends it very
Nice
well.
bulwark.
But okay. Okay. The problem with Zushin, that's why it's not picked up as much compared to week number 1, is it's easy to counter. Just have a dive-centric lineup.
Yep.
That's it.
You lean hard into the Lantern Flare. And she's slow. Sad to say. She does make up for it in CC and some level of sustainability, but between her, Zask, Vixana,
Is this live?
Aurora,
No. This is a rerun.
slowest of the
We're watching a rerun.
I even remember the time she was released. I think the first build was actually rapid boots because of their movement.
Oh yeah.
She was really slow.
That's in ranked games.
Yeah,
but,
in ranked games.
The day she debuted in MWI, she was kicking butt, but that was prior to everyone just playing all the assassins, everyone playing the fast game. But now that the meta has settled, it's hard to find a room for Zushin to go. This is a Lord Shuffle we're seeing. Andoryu letting it go a little. Soft reset. Slight advantage for Omega. Different angle at the battle right now. Haji checking in those bushes. Andoryu going to choose to get his purple first.
Yeah, all battle spells actually are activated for both teams. Haji just really putting Shaknu and Ryota out of position here as Joe works on the bottom lane. He's going to secure a bottom lane turret. And let's see who's going to react first, because Lord JM, again, he's been performing well with the penalty zones, but the fear is if Chaknu counterattacks again, they're the team leading the league with the most crowd control ratio. So right now, what do you do if you're Lord JM? Because right now, Ryota picks off her Shatter. Perks answers back with the Numinum Blast. And the first man down is Lord JM. MP the King goes in with a Wiki Shadow Kill. But
No.
fall down.
Omega, bro.
Lord JM not in the picture. Just MP and Haji left. All for the price of Chaknu.
Omega's good, man. They're quick.
Get yourselves a Lord. Look at that small corridor in Blacklist's jungle. I'll tell you now, Ingan, as soon as
I'm not saying they will make it to grand finals,
he was just there. I could have sworn
but
he
like,
was gonna come in, fight
they feel
first.
like they're willing. It feels like they're willing to like
Oh, he caught MP.
coin flip. They're willing to like, let's fucking do this, you know. They're willing to LFG.
Off of the back of that Minoan
And
Fury. This is the missing piece from game 2.
who knows?
Honestly, I like that you mentioned that because Perks had the wonderful setup already with the Numinum Blast.
It was a great response, like 0.01 seconds after, you know?
Again, Chaknu with the Minoan Fury. Plus the gold lead that Omega established, they were able to out-sustain the entropy of OHIB. Even if OHIB was actually in a good position to dish out the damage, the motivational roar plus all the sustain coming in from Omega, from then on, it's just really the lead that Omega established.
6K ahead. Blast International got a big Lord knocking down their door. Bottom lane does take care of it. Tier 2 in mid still standing. Smart Omega taking their time. They learned so much from game 2. Now it's Blacklist's turn. This is their only moment to do so. Gotta pull out all the stops. What else they got? Lantern Flare from Haji. Which, I gotta say now, I don't think I'm alone or wrong in this, but we are really feeling this Jushin.
Yeah, it's not a game changer compared to Haji's performance in game number 2 with the Faramis, a lot of clutch nether realms. Was it game 2 or game 1?
That was game 2, sir.
Game 2, yeah.
That was game 2.
Okay. And I like that Omega's adjustment right now. They really adjusted from game number 2 because Game number 2, when they had minions onto the bottom lane, they tried to burst down.
M6 is what, beginning of December?
Oheb picked up 2 kills with the carry.
Right.
Yep.
And this time they just let it pass. Let's not do that again. We learn from our mistakes. Let's play this as disciplined as possible.
Yep. So far, Blacklist can't even afford to do that now.
Yeah.
Sure, there is a little bit more burst in a Nolan compared to a carry, but again, the aforementioned Faramis played such a big role.
Yeah.
The Lolita was less of a known quantity compared to now, wherein Omega are just respecting the hell out of Perk's
21st of
Lolita.
November?
Like as soon as he crosses a certain line, they would burst him down. All the ults thrown at him. So with that said, Smart Omega sitting on this 7K gold lead. Even if that is amazing, even if that is huge, look at that Okir catching a little bit of the Lantern Flare. They're not going to force anything. They'll wait for this Lord,
They can.
manage the waves. And then
Bro, what about Thanksgiving, bro?
Yeah, they shouldn't. Game number 2, comeback win for Blacklist again. 12-minute.
Oh, that would be wild card. That'd be wild card. That'd be wild card.
Around the second Lord, the perk setup started things
Damn,
off
if I get
with
invited, I would
Lord.
miss
It will
Thanksgiving.
happen again for game number 3 if they don't play their cards right. So right now, Omega just really waiting for the Lord, waiting for that split push from Joe. Gonna force Blacklist to react, then outnumber the agents, and eventually secure that Lord.
this is tough because I think Omega's going to walk away with a free
Oh, but they're gonna burst the Lord though.
turret. And they're going!
What? A setup coming in from Chaknu with the Winter Crown, but Perks answers right back with a Numenon Blast. Andoryu gets the Lord. MP the King goes in for the
Dome, though. Dome.
A wee shadow kill is there. He's gonna call up in the
Oh! Oh!
from Jome to take down
Takes a
Perks.
tower
A 2-for-1
and takes a
trade
player,
for
bro.
Omega, but they
Golly.
secure the Lord.
At the cost of Chaknu, Smart Omega take everything that they want. The push down bottom, 2 kills, and the Lord. And again, lessons learned from game 2. They're not going to force anything. They're going to wait for Chaknu, wait for all these waves to come a crash in, and then they'll go from
Wait,
there.
so,
This is
like,
looking dire for Blacklist
Wins wild.
International. The
Let's just go. Let's just figure
Have to
out.
put their
Let's just
hands
click
up.
on M6.
Energy ball for your team.
Okay, Perks and MP the King will join the potential final clash here, but I
Oh.
would like to commend. Wait a minute, okay. Ohe pops his entropy. Now Joe working on the top lane.
That's a shocking amount of damage. I don't know where that came from.
Also got shot.
Where did Oheb take that much damage from? Oh my lord.
At this point, it's a 10.2k gold lead for
Oh!
Omega. Joe 1v1.
Wild card starts on November 21st.
But MP the King manages to escape. Now they have to work on
Swiss
destroy.
State
First
starts
is
on November
down.
28th.
Omega and the rest trying to fight.
That's the
beautiful
info that
setup
we
here.
have right now.
In with Domino and Fury connecting onto one. Lord J onto the backline. MP the King has to
Omega
follow away.
smashes him,
There's
bro.
a jump once again. Domino Blast gonna connect, but shut down coming in from Ryoga.
Big J!
Joe works on the crystal.
GG's.
And Omega, in the new barangay fashion, takes the
You're going if BTK make it? I don't know. I haven't gotten any word yet. Normally they don't start sending out word until like playoffs time, right? That is close though. It's what, 2 months away? I think there's a big chance. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I don't go. Maybe they go with a different NACaster this time. I've gone 2 worlds in a row now. 4 and 5. Plus MSC. Also, it could mean that I'm kind of locked in. Like, most of the time, once a caster has gone that many times, they're kind of locked in. So it would be kind of weird if I didn't go. But who knows? I try to never get my hopes up too much with it. Who knows? Who knows? The fact that it's Swiss stage, like, I really would like to go, but who knows, man. I think this is going to be I think M6 is going to be really exciting. Also, with Wolf now not going, or most likely not going, I mean, I think with him not casting, he's probably not going. And just a lot of casters not being there. Like, I feel like a lot of slots have opened up for a lot of new casters. You have all the PH desks because all the HOK casters and stuff. Like, it's just, I feel like overall, a lot of stuff has switched. I like the idea of Swiss format. I think this will be a really good format for M6. So, yeah, it'll be exciting. Two ID teams, two PH teams, two MY teams. MY got their second slot back on Mage stage. That's cool. They're no longer in wildcard. So who took their wildcard slot? They haven't TBD, to be decided. When are they going to announce that? South Asia got removed. What, Nepal and got removed from the championship. That's sad. Turkey still has a slot. EECA still has a slot. South America still has a slot. I mean, who else would they give the last slot to, guys? Wikipedia is being weird right now, man. Cambodia could get a second slot, I guess. Or a new region, yeah, I guess a new region, but no one's heard any. Like, the reason why I don't see that happening is because there would be a qualifier happening now, and we would have already, like, I feel like I don't think a new region is going to be entering. It's definitely not going to be a new region. So, I think it's really just a toss-up between Singapore, NA, or Cambodia, right? Singapore, NA, or Cambodia? Because if there was a new region, they would have had to. We're like 2 months out. There would have to be a qualifier going on somewhere, and even if they were keeping it under wraps, I feel like it would get leaked by now. Which means the only regions, or Myanmar. Myanmar's another region that could get the #2 slot. The only regions that don't have a wild card and don't have 2 slots are Myanmar, NA, that's what I think. I think they're waiting for grand finals. And they're gonna. I was just about to say, Wrath. I was like, I think they're waiting for grand finals to be like, what team has the most hype second place to bring the most views? Unless they give like a third slot to PH or ID or some shit, but I don't think they'll do that. Yeah, I think we're done for watching for tonight. We are really going to be grinding a lot of watch parties though, over the next week or so. So we're going to chill for tonight. We're going to call it in terms of watching games. Tomorrow, we're going to watch tonight's games. And probably, so the goal is tomorrow we will watch, here, hold on. Tomorrow we'll watch RSG Omega and FNOP, FCAP, and then we'll also try to throw in TLPH, FNOT. We'll try to throw, like, maybe do 4 series tomorrow. And then Friday night, tomorrow, and then Saturday night, we'll try to catch up on these games. And then maybe we'll watch these too as well. We'll try to watch at least 4 games then. And then we'll catch up on more stuff. And then throughout the week, we're going to watch all of these. We're going to try to watch all of these. Do like 4 games a night maybe. 4 series a night. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Maybe even more. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. And yeah. Yeah, we'll probably skip a few games, some of the TNC games. If RSG doesn't make it, we might skip some of the RSG games. We'll see. We'll just see what happens. And then what? Playoffs is there a week break to playoffs? Playoff starts on October 16th. Do we get like 2 weeks to grind some MPL ID games too? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. We have like a week and a half. And then after we catch up on MPLPH, we'll go to MPL ID. And we'll fucking grind a shit ton of MPL ID too, probably. So many games. Bro, and MPL ID, damn, normally they don't happen at the same exact time. Oh, no. Playoffs for IDs going to start later. That's smart. I was going to say, they normally never happen at the same time. That is that is terrible timing if they all happen at the same time. And then when does MY happen? How much more of regular season does MY have? 2 more weeks? And then playoffs happen. We don't know when playoffs happen yet. All right, so we got plenty of time to play some catch up. They're still 6-0. Team Vamos, Todak, Monster Vicious. Do they just do 1 split now? They have 10 teams, but they do 1 round robin? Single round robin, yeah. I think this is what we should expand NACT to be. Maybe not more team. I don't know. I think we should have stuck with just the single round robin or something, man. Or if we're going to do Swiss, do a proper Swiss. I don't know, man. I'm not super happy with our format this season for NACT. Bro, why does Liquipedia keep on? I feel like every season we try to do something different. And I don't think it's really like, I don't know, man. And then it's not even like we try to do something different. It's like what we do is there's nothing wrong with like switching up the format, but it's always like we try to put some weird spin on it, man. Like, there's a reason regular Swiss format always is a good format, and it's used in so many different ways, but for some reason we had to put this weird spin on it where, like, it's not actually pools. It's match 1 always faces against match 2 winner. It's not random. It's not re-randomly drawn of all the winning teams and then re-randomly drawn of all the losing teams, and like and then we had that weird bracket where they earn like, it's like just. And even when we did season, they like did a weird point system. It was always, I don't know why we can't just. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? I'm sure there are a group of people that handle the format. I think Dave has a huge say on it. And then he probably has a couple, like there's probably Dave and who knows, a handful of other people that all sit around in a Discord call and go, so what's the plan? Da-da-da-da-da. And they bounce ideas off, and somehow we end up on this. Which I wish I could be in those voice calls, but I don't know. And I get it, like the goal is to try to like bring in, with what we have, bring in as many views as possible. But I don't think that's, I think they're trying to put a Band-Aid on a big wound when it should, I think if 3 seasons ago, if we would have just stuck to something and stuck with it, it would have been better in the long haul. I think we have to understand it's a marathon, not a race. And we're always trying to get these quick, easy fixes, or like this quick fix. Yeah, it's crazy how many new teams leaked through. Crazy how OSP didn't, bro. I can't believe OSP didn't make it. That's so nuts. I was hyping them up so hard. I cursed them. I'm sorry, OSP. It was supposed to be gorillas in the chat. Now there ain't no gorillas in the chat, boys. It's a sad day. Bro, you guys see how Gemic's been streaming again? That's crazy. My God, been streaming again, bro. Bro, here comes all the girls again, bro. Fucking degenerate ass YouTube, bro. Guys, I've had a big obsession with Critical Role lately.
Of a dog?
This is what I've been watching multiple hours of for the past, like, several weeks. I've been grinding out Campaign 3. I know you guys, it's just a bunch of voice actors that play Dungeons and Dragons, and I fucking go ham on this, bro. I have been, when I'm doing the dishes, I got a headphone in my ear and I'm listening and watching. When I'm driving to work, I'm listening and watching. Like, I get down with a lot of freaking Critical Role right now.
Master this bush control.
Master
will
this
win
bush
your team the
control.
game.
Oh, God. Damn, my guy's been playing fucking Throne and Liberty. What a top G, bro. Big respect to Oh My Venus. MMORPGing it up, bro. That's crazy. All right, guys, we're going to call it. Much love. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till next time. TREX is out.